Okay, we are live, and I want to thank you guys for joining us tonight for the Winning Women Network. We are here because Keisha Bass, one of our leaders, has graciously developed this platform where winning women can get together and just talk about all of the things that we go through in, and how are able to connect with each other and succeed in our family lives and businesses. So we want to just take a moment to appreciate her for coming up with this platform where we can all talk together. I'm honored today. My name is Angie Tonetti Rogers, and I'm honored today to be on the panel with all of these fantastic women. You guys are going to hear some phenomenal stories of women and how they are succeeding in their lives and their businesses. One thing I want to say is, as an income disclaimer, if anyone talks about any income results today, I need you to know that your results may vary. It does depend on you and the work that you put in, and whether or not you're able to be coachable and follow directions. So just because you hear their income results does not mean that we're guaranteeing yours. However, we want to encourage you to listen to these stories and understand that things are possible for you too if you are able to follow directions and you really take the steps to gain some freedom for yourself and your families. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and start with Miss Dion. Dion, you want to come on out, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you decided to join us here on the Winning Women Network.
Sure. Thank you, Angie, for having me. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Well, I just first want to start with I had been involved with many different um, network marketing companies and opportunities, and just never really found the right fit for me. It could have been, the product. I didn't really believe in the product, or just the grind of just trying to recruit people and stockpiling products that you weren't going to use, and that gets old real quickly. And then the other thing was, if I did have people on my team, they weren't quite making results. So that's kind of disappointing. So when I, did my research and found DS domination, um, just the light bulb came on. It was first I was attracted to the fact that didn't have to recruit if you didn't want to. You didn't have to stockpile inventory, so I didn't have to have anything on auto ship, which was great, and I could kind of go at my own pace. And when I found the opportunity and got involved with Keisha Bass, who you just mentioned, who is wonderful, she just has created this helped create this organization that is so welcoming. Um, Everyone in the organization is so friendly. It's really a non-competitive organization, but you're your own competition, so you can go at your own pace. And when you see all these great people around you that are succeeding, that are really doing great things and making money, that makes you, want to do better too. So, it just feels like I found a home in DS domination.
Awesome, awesome. So, I heard you say a lot about the issue of building teams and recruiting and how you weren't able to see some team success in previous companies you've been in. So, what would you say to somebody that's here listening to us today about their apprehension or anxiety about having to recruit? What would you say about what we're doing here?
Well, you don't have to recruit, and what I do is really non-recruiting. I just share the opportunity with people and tell them about the results that I've been getting, and that's what makes it so easy. So I, just had a team member over today, and we were just going over things and discussing things, and she was just so excited because she's gotten sales, and she's never sold anything before. In fact, she doesn't like to sell, didn't, was really apprehensive about even joining. And so she's just really excited and really pumped just that she can do this and anyone can do it. It's so easy. Like you said, with the income disclaimer, your results are your own and not everyone gets the same results, but, it's in your hands. You can do it.
All right, thank you so much. And you are so right. It is a non-competitive arena, and that was really important. Something that I heard you say is, we are just a group of women. We understand all of the different roles and hats that we have to put on, and all the different pressures that we're put under. And so we are really here to help encourage each other because the for a lot of us, we are able to get income results without ever having to think about building a team or recruiting. The reality is a lot of us do end up bringing people in with us because we want to help others and we want to share what we're doing because you don't have to, hustle and recruit, but you can make an income without doing that. So we are just really a cohesive unit of women that are really trying to help each other, and we understand each other because we understand each other's struggles and challenges as we wear the many, many hats that women have to wear. So thank you so much, Dion, for coming out.
Sure, you're welcome. No problem. I just want to ask before you go on, there's always help available, like you said. Just everyone in the whole organization is willing to help. We have a private Facebook group. If you post a question, a comment, anything within seconds, minutes, someone gets back to you and is responsive to you. So it's a really, really great environment.
Awesome. You are right. It is an awesome environment, very supportive, and the private Facebook group is wonderful. We all are able to ask questions and get answers very quickly. Very supportive group. Awesome. Well, thank you, Dion. All right, I am going to move next to Miss K. So if you want to come on out and tell us what you are all about and what brought you to DSD.
Hi, I'm Kay White. I'm excited to share with you today. I started with DSD back in late December after the Christmas holiday season and just have been a part of a number of different programs in the past. And when I saw this one, I felt very positive and confident that it was something that could work. I was excited and drawn to the program because of the fact you could really make income without having to recruit. And still to this day, this to me is one of the beauties of this program. I love all of the products. I'm an owner of all the products. I use all the products. So very excited to be a part of not only DS Domination, but the Unit of Prosperity team. I got results within 24 hours when I started with DSD. Listed items after Christmas, and they sold immediately, and I just kept selling them. And I had never made income online this fast, so I felt like the program was a winner. Now I have started really recently using the Amazon FBA product, the new Genesis product. And I'm out scanning. I was out scanning earlier today. I was out scanning yesterday. We had a local meet and greet, and following that, a good friend of mine and I went out and scanned and found some great products. So very excited about that. I'll be working tonight getting those things ready to ship out in the morning. So uh,
Awesome.
love this team. Haven't seen a team like this before. Even through other programs, we get a lot of support, as someone said, through the Facebook group. In addition, I've just never seen a team give you so many great tools to use in business. I really don't recruit, I just share. So, and from sharing, I find that people get excited about what you're doing, particularly knowing that they don't have to recruit. So, it's a good feeling, and it's a good program that I feel very good about and enjoy, again, sharing with others.
Awesome. Okay, I love your excitement. And I heard you say that you made a sale within 24 hours. Had you ever done that before in any of your other programs?
No, never. In fact, I made back-to-back sales with the first items that I listed within 4 days. I made sales within those days back to back.
Wow. Guys, if you're listening to this and you have ever done anything else, I'm not sure how often you hear somebody say that they've made a sale within 24 hours. So go ahead and click that join button right now and get in there and see what we're doing to get sales in 24 hours. That is awesome, Kay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. One other thing you mentioned that I just want you to talk a little bit more about, it reminds me of the saying, get paid to shop. We do teach people how to create their businesses on eBay and Amazon. Talk a little bit more about how you are getting paid to shop, and when you talk about the scanning, tell us a little bit more about what that means.
Certainly, through the Genesis product, the newest DS Domination product, you're able to actually take a scanner on your phone and use it to shop with. I use it just wherever I go. I have to laugh at myself sometimes because sometimes I'm in the grocery store of all places and I'm scanning. And it's a really exciting feeling when you find items that particularly are on clearance and you look them up, and on Amazon they're selling at amazing amounts. I found some great cups actually on clearance that for $2 that are actually selling on Amazon for 19, just to
Yes.
give you an idea. So it's I'm really looking forward to building this business. Even though I'm excited by Amazon, I'm still an eBay seller as well. At the point where I get sales probably every other day on eBay, getting sales just for drop shipping, even on Amazon about once a week, once or twice a week. And now with the new FBA, I'm looking forward to really cranking things up. And I just have some goals set for myself, and I look forward to reaching them.
Awesome. And I heard you say goal setting, and that's a huge, huge tip right there. If you weren't listening carefully, you might have missed that. But one of the things that we teach is really sitting down every single month and making goals for yourself, income goals, activity goals. You want to make sure that you know what goals you need to hit so that the actions that you're taking get you the results that you're hoping for. Kay,
Absolutely.
I'm really excited about the FBA and the scanning. And just to let you guys know, the Genesis training is one of the trainings that we offer here, and that is strictly about Amazon. And we are actually offering free scans so that you can use the app that we have within DSD to go out and see what the potential profit is that you would make on some items that you could find in some of your local stores, and then scan and find out what the profit would be on Amazon. So huge, huge deal, and we're really excited about that opportunity because a lot of people just don't realize the potential that you have with everything around you as you go to your grocery store or some of your other favorite local stores that are throughout the nation. So thank you again, Kay. Thank you for sharing. We're excited to have you as part of our team, and we love
Certainly.
your smile.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so we are going to move on to our next phenomenal woman, and we are going to hear from Lyria. Lyria, you want to come on out and tell us about yourself and why you joined us?
Yes, thank you, Angie. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, we can hear you good.
Okay. So yeah, I actually saw DSD in its infancy back in last year, August. I was in another company, and I saw Reginald posting about something. And I, tried to follow what he was talking about, and I saw one other person posting about, about this thing and how easy it was, and well, not easy, I'll say simple it was. And I went and looked at the video, and I said, oh my gosh, that is too simple. What what is this? That can't be right. And then I was thinking, wait a minute, if that is right, that's a really great idea. Why didn't I think of that? So I loved it when I first saw it, but I was in something else, and so my attention was divided. So I wanted to make sure that I gave what I was in a fair shot and everything. So I put DSD on the side. Now I don't really regret that decision because there were a lot of things that I learned while I was, before I got into DSD. But I did put it aside for like maybe 3 or 4 months, and I joined at the end of December. And I had my first sale. It took me a while. I had my first sale in about 3 weeks, and I, started continuously cha-chinging after that. And so far, I've sold over 40 items. I, sold those items for over $5,000, and I've made, good profit off of that. So, my results are not going to be your results. So your results may vary. And I loved it. It wasn't immediate like some others. It wasn't 24 hours and I had my first sale, but I immediately knew that this was something special, that DSD was just, it was amazing. I was watching all that time that it took me from the time that I first saw it to the time that I actually joined. I was watching. I saw my other friends who were in DS Domination. I saw them posting results and sales and cha-ching and all this other stuff. And I was like, oh, man. And it took a lot for me to keep my focus. And finally, after things just, I felt like they weren't really working out in my best interest where I was. And I said, okay, I think I need to take a second shot. I need to take a second look at DS Domination. So I did, and I'm so glad I did. So yeah, it's been working well for me. I love the whole non-recruiting part of it because, I mean, seriously, that's unheard of. You have to recruit. Everybody recruit. Most everybody, who is in, this type of, I guess, industry, you would say, has to recruit to make money. You have to have people under you. But with DS Domination, you don't, and I love that because the pressure is so much off of your shoulders. When I made the switch from where I was to DS Domination, I felt the release. I didn't have this pressure anymore. I didn't have the weight. Like, I didn't even realize, how much stress I was putting myself under, to try to be that person who is going to recruit lots of people, and for some of us, we have to actually become a different person in order to do that. And it's, it's a big learning curve, a huge learning curve to try to change yourself, into that. So that is my story in a nutshell.
Awesome. Listen, I got chills when you were talking. Two things popped out at me. One, you said, I didn't make sales right away. I made it within 3 weeks. And to me, being in this group of people on this team, we forget that 3 weeks is still phenomenal to get results in this industry. We keep thinking, we hear people saying 24 hours, 48 hours a week, and it took me so long, 3 weeks. Guys, everybody needs to understand that 3 weeks is still phenomenal to get results in this industry. So that it makes me giggle just because, we forget because of the amount of success that so many people are having on our team. And again, your results may vary, but tons of people on our team are getting these kinds of results that we actually forget that it's not abnormal or it is abnormal to get 3 weeks results, So that's still awesome. And the other thing that you talked about is the amount of pressure that you felt knowing that you had to recruit to make money, or that, before Dion was talking about having to worry about the success of her team. You don't have to recruit to make money here. There's a complete business that we help you create on eBay and Amazon that will earn you anywhere from supplemental income all the way up to wherever your dreams can take you if you put in the work. And then on the other side, we have the affiliate where you can share the opportunity with others. You talked about Reginald posting something on Facebook, and I know Keisha posts stuff on Facebook. Guys, that's what people are doing to share what's going on. And the reality is it's so easy. The pressure is off of us because if you have have, you know, tons of people doing this and they're making money with their eBay and Amazon businesses, it's very easy to say, hey, I just made another sale. Hey, I just had another cha-ching. It's so easy to say that because that's the reality of what's happening for people on our team. So, Lyria, anything else you would say to somebody who is maybe in another business and is kind of on the fence and saying, I'm really focused on what I'm doing and I'm just not sure about DS? What would you say to them?
Yes. Okay. I just was talking with someone else, and this point came across that I'd never really, thought about before, but that person was concerned about having to share. I know you just mentioned sharing, and I share too because I think it's wonderful. I'm all excited because I just made a sale, but you don't have to do that. And so, what some people, just need to remember is that you can do this kind of like on the down low.
That's right.
Nobody has to know how much you're making, Nobody has to know you're even in DS domination. You can join hush hush.
That's right.
Keep it quiet, keep it to yourself, and do your other whatever thing you want to do. Now for me, that was too much, focus and, distraction and everything. So I just needed to focus on one thing, and I decided to, focus on DS domination. That's my decision. But for others, if you do, want to have something working in the background quietly, you can do that with DS. Just don't say anything, and you don't have to recruit. Just go make your money on eBay, go make your money on Amazon, and I guarantee you, though, it'll probably be hard to keep quiet.
That's right. And the reality is when I first got introduced to this, I was in the same boat thinking, I'm just going to use this for supplemental income for advertising for something else that I was doing. And I quickly found out that if I focused 100% on this, then I wouldn't have to worry about needing any funds for anything else, that I could just use the funds for this business. So, and I actually have had several people approach me saying, hey, I want to join, but don't put me in the Facebook group. Don't let people know I've joined. I just want to earn the money on the side. And I'm like, that's cool, because the reality is, guys, you can do whatever you want to do here. You can get supplemental income just for a vacation fund that you want to, do, or pay off some school loans, or you can make a full-time income if your goal is to quit your job. So, whatever you want to do with this is yours to make it for you and your family. And a lot of us, I know here, want to help others and share with others, but others just need to really focus on themselves as far as their family goes, get that in order, and then move forward with whatever their goals are and wherever that takes them. So, we're here for anybody as far as what they want to do with this. All right. Thank you so much for sharing, Lyria. Again, your smile is contagious. I love to hear you talk, and I love your smile. Thank you. Okay, I am going to pass it to the one and only Nikki Witherspoon. It is your turn to come out, girl, and share your story. She is crushing it and killing it using our Amazon training, and I want you to just tell everybody all about what you're doing. Go ahead, Nikki.
Hey, hey, hey. Thank you for that. I too am all in with DS Domination. I love every single product. I joined at the end of December, and I went through Pro. I went all the way up, and I experienced success in every last one of the programs, and I really, really enjoyed every last one of the programs. There's something to learn in every single product that DSD offers, and the good thing about it is, even though I'm rocking the Genesis world right now, I'm still killing my Pro and my Elite piece of it as well. So I have not neglected my eBay portion. I fell in love with Amazon, but I still love my eBay, so it's kind of one of those little things like this. But that's the good thing about this. So you're getting to have all of these, multiple streams of income coming into you without having to go out and do 3 or 4 different programs. And that's what makes me just cherish DSD even more. Beyond the fact that it's given me the freedom to do what I want, when I want, however I want to do it, it's allowed me to have, income coming in from my affiliates, income coming in from eBay, income coming in from my FBA with Amazon. And I mean, you can't really beat that. I'm not spreading myself thin. I'm in one company. And on top of that, I have my free time. We have an awesome group of people, 12 12,000 plus strong just on Facebook alone. I believe the last count was like 22,000 overall. But imagine that you have 12,000 people that you can reach out to for fellowship online, just general talking and learning more about the business. I mean, where else can you get that where everybody is like-minded and is supportive, and it's just an awesome experience. Like some other people have talked about, excuse me, about the scanning app. We can't go anywhere nowadays. I mean, the grocery store, the pet supply. We went to go get the dog food a couple of days ago, and I forgot I was even there for dog food because I saw some little leashes, and I was like, "Ooh, clearance!" So I'm just like, my phone's out, and I'm scanning everything, and I'm like, literally getting ready to check out, and I'm like, I didn't get the dang dog food, so I had to go back. So that's just how I don't want to say scatterbrain, but it's just like you just get excited, and it's hard to keep that excitement to yourself. So you kind of, I'm not gonna say you have to tell everybody, but you're gonna want to, because I was one of those people who started off and said, no, I don't want to do the affiliate piece. That's not me. That's not my game. I was lying to myself. Okay, straight lying to myself. Okay. So, I mean, I feel where people are coming from about not wanting to be the affiliate. You don't have to. It kind of comes naturally with the program. And the way that I look at it is, my sponsor, she helped me without even knowing it, and I ignored her posts so many times, and I kicked myself for that because I could have joined like a month earlier. But her just constant posting, and it wasn't in your face. She wasn't just bombarding my Facebook or my emails or my cell phone. It was a simple screenshot from her phone. It was a tiny screenshot and a couple of words of text, and it was one of those things that either you see it and it grabs you, or it just passes you right by until you're ready to look at it. And let me tell you, when I was ready to receive that, I received it and I jumped on it and I climbed that pole so quick. And like I said, I'm just mad at myself that I didn't take the time to look at it, a month earlier. So if you're on here, you see that little pink button and that little gray button down below the screen. So stop looking at me, look down there, and press one of those buttons. Okay, you will not regret it. I mean, believe me, you will not regret it. Everybody on this panel is part of our unit of prosperity. We are all part of the group that we're talking about, the 12,000 plus members. We're all accessible. Get off the fence. I don't know how else to tell you. Get off of that fence and just press that button. Press that button as quick as you can. Press it a couple of times if you want to. Go to your neighbor's house and press their button. All right? But I can't express this any other way. I'm gonna be quiet about this right now. Okay?
That's awesome, Nikki. I was just going to say, yeah, don't be mad at yourself. Just click the button below. I mean, if you just listen to Nikki and these other ladies right before her and you have not already pushed the button, then I'm really not sure how you're going to be able to help yourself. If not now, then when? It's, to get started, guys, it's $19.95. That's a pizza and a Coke. That's a movie. That's just forgo the pizza and the Coke this week. That's all you got to do. So click the link below, get started with us, and get into our team, and you will feel the love and the support. That's the other thing. We're like a big, huge family here. We had our first event back a couple months ago, and it just felt like we were leaving a family reunion. And so that's the atmosphere that we build here with UOP and DSD. And we just want to get as many family members as we can because we really all have so much to offer each other. We just love each other, and we really want to help others get into our group and get in good with us. So, all right, Nikki, you take it on, and you call out the next person.
You got it. I see Michelle is back online. Michelle, can you unmute yourself? Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Michelle. How are you?
I'm well. How are you, lovely ladies?
We are all just sparkling over here, and it's much better now that you're here.
Thank you.
So,
I'm glad to be
Michelle,
here.
I'm so glad that you're here as well. Tell us a little bit about yourself, why you joined DS Domination, and what are your results so far? And also, don't forget why should other people press one of those buttons?
Okay. Well, my name is Michelle Cornish. I'm from Virginia, and I originally joined DS Domination back in October of last year. And I really didn't take it serious, guys. I just played around with it because I was involved in another company as well, and that's where my focus was. So, I did this thing, listed a couple of things, didn't really take it serious. Um, I actually quit in May. I canceled my subscription because I said, you know what, I'm not using this thing. I'm just wasting money. Let me get out. Well, I still belong to the Unit of Prosperity Facebook group, and I still remain friends with the people who I originally joined with back in October last year. And I just kept watching their results and watching their results. And for some reason, something inside of me said, jump on a Google Hangout. Let me see what this Winning Women's Work Network is about. So it was about 4 weeks ago I jumped on the Hangout, and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time, guys, because this particular hangout was a panel of all women who have made at least $10,000 or more in DS domination. And when Keisha said that she wrote herself a check for $6,000 on that day, I almost fell out of my chair. And it was right after that I immediately signed back up. And ever since then, guys, I have had my head in the sand. I've been focused. I have a goal book. Every day I write down my goals. And I wrote down that I was going to put 10 people on the road to financial freedom by July 15th. And guess what, guys? Last week I recruited 9 people. So I'm way ahead of my goal. I am way ahead of my goal. But the reason why I say that, my story is just like a lot of network marketers. I was burnt out. I've been in the industry for about 15 years, and I was just tired. I didn't want to sell another pill, another juice, another shake. And when I first saw DS Domination, I said, you know what? This just makes sense. And I said, it's really easy to share because everybody understands eBay. Everybody understands Amazon. So that just knocks the whole it's a scam factor right out of the water. You won't even hear that anymore because everybody understands that those are legitimate companies that we deal with. So I originally said I was not gonna recruit, because I was burnt out. I said I'm gonna sit back quietly and make my money on eBay. But then I thought, I would be doing myself such a disservice to my community and to my friends and family if I did not share this, because I've seen too many people, men, women, young, old, even children, are making money with DS domination, whether they decide to recruit or not. On both sides of the fence, they are all making money. Now, the amount of money that they're making, throw that income disclaimer out there. Results are not typical because we are not typical people. And I finally realized why everybody in the unit of prosperity are so happy because we're all making money. So we don't mind helping each other out. We don't mind answering questions. We're not working ourselves to death. We're not doing hotel parties. We're not blogging. We're not doing any of that nonsense, making a list, checking it twice. We're not doing any of that. All we're doing is making a decision to spend $20 to get started. And it just starts from there. You start from where you are and you scale up. So I am so, so happy that I had enough sense to get back in DS domination, and I'm focused. I am really focused. I actually made my first sale. I woke up yesterday morning to my first sale. And I missed my cha-ching. My phone was on silent, but I got that email, and I was just so ecstatic. And then one of my girlfriends that I signed up last week, she had her first sale on Friday. So I'm just blown out of the water with this company, guys. It's so easy to do. There is work to do, but it's easy work. And you can actually do this in 1 to 2 hours a day. You do not have to be up all day, all night like some of us. But we do that because we choose to. Because why? We love what we do. We love what we do. And we know that this is the road that's going to free us from these 9 to 5 jobs. If you have a job, you like your job, that's fine. If you don't like your job, I highly suggest you click that gray button below that says join our team and spend that $20 and start changing your life today.
You said it. You said it. You said it. You said it. Press that button. Join our team today. We would love to have you. Our arms are open wide. Or shall I say our fingers, because this is a e-commerce business. Okay? I love what you said about doing the community a disservice by not sharing this. Because I totally feel the same exact way because the girl that I joined under, she got no clue how much she changed my life, my family's life. And what I always tell people is you never know who needs this. You may not need it, but you never know who needs this. This is such an awesome opportunity for anybody and everybody out there. Like you said, we got people in the team that are, young, old, retired, disabled, military, stay at home moms, and everybody is doing the same thing. We are killing, killing, killing our eBay businesses. And like you said, it's either, 1 or 2 hours. It's up to you. This is your business. You can do the amount of time that you feel comfortable with doing. But also, like she said, a lot of us kill this because we put in the work. You put in the work, you're going to get the results that you put in for. So, Michelle, thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome story. Because you missed your cha-ching, I'm going to give you one right now. Cha-ching! So there's the one that you missed, okay? Next time, keep that phone up, girl, so you can hear it when it goes, because it's a beautiful sound.
Thank you.
And congrats on your 9 recruits. That is awesome.
Thank you.
All righty. Let's see the next person that we're going to. Let's bring up Shayla. Shayla, I see you sitting over there, girl. Come on with it.
Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be on the panel, as always. And I just want to tell my story really, really quick, and then just give a couple tidbits of wisdom if I can. So I got started in March, and my sponsor is Keisha Bass, the incomparable Keisha Bass. And how I even came to know Keisha was because after her job blessed her by letting her go, she was looking for an opportunity to get into, so she did not have to go back to corporate America. She just wasn't having it, wasn't going back. And I own a customer service, instant service company, and so I was like, hey, I have this opportunity, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, I'll think about it, I'll get back to you. So a couple days went by, I hit her up again on Facebook, and I said, well, Keisha, what's up? Did you decide? Do you want to join? And, this opportunity consisted of sitting at a desk taking phone calls. We all know about the call center world and how, tedious that can be, even if you're doing it from home. And she's like, well, I don't know. I just don't think it's the right fit. She really wanted to tell me no, but she was trying to be nice. And so eventually we just settled it as just not going to work for her. And I tell her all the time, I messaged her yesterday, I said, thank you again for telling me no. Because she told me no, she continued to look for an opportunity, and she came across DS Domination, which then allowed me to find out about DS Domination and then all the great people that are in the UOP. And so I'm forever grateful to her for telling me no. It's the best no I've ever heard. I got started in March, and I got started late at night after this very Winning Women Network hangout. I watched it, I cried, just listening to the stories and hearing how this business was really changing lives. Like, that is my mantra always. This business will change your life. If you get in and you follow the steps and you do what it is you need to do, put the action to it, it will change your life. And so I listened to the hangout, and I said, okay, I'm going to do this. So hangout was over. I pulled out 3 credit cards. Running one, no $20. Running the second one, no $20. I finally got to the third one. I was like, I'm holding this money. I need it for something else, but I'm just in my gut. I knew it was a good business. I knew it was going to work, and so I just did it. I went ahead and put the $20 on the card. Husband knew nothing about it. He's in the other room. I'm hiding and teaming, trying to get the numbers typed in so that I can get started and get signed up. I went ahead, and I was so, I just knew it. I felt it in my gut. So I went ahead, watched the videos, listed my first item, and went to sleep. By then, it's like midnight Eastern or Pacific time. And so I went to sleep, got to get the kids up for school the next morning. I checked my email before I took them to school, and it says, you sold an item. I was like, wait a minute. what does that mean? What happened? I don't understand. And so I looked into it, looked at my eBay account. I was like, it works. I sold an item. I was so ecstatic and so happy. And so I relisted, sold the same item again within that same 24-hour period. So I was done. At that point, I was sold. You couldn't tell me nothing about it. I couldn't get back to my computer fast enough to start listing some more. And it's just been up from there. And everybody's been talking about the affiliate side, and you don't have to recruit, which is true. You do not have to recruit. But again, as the ladies have said, it is a disservice if you do not share with your community. Just as much as putting on Facebook saying, hey, here's the opportunity, you want to know more information, inbox me, or here's the link. You are doing a disservice if you do not share this business, because it's just selfish. You want to change your life, and you know that it can do so much for so many others, friends, family, whomever. Just putting it out there saying, hey, this is it, and that's it. That's leave it alone. It's not a pressure thing. It's not a beg, borrow, and steal. You got to sign up, or I'm not going to make any money, or come on and do this, you owe me a favor, or it's none of that. It's just simple share. And once I knew the sales side worked, the affiliate side was just a no-brainer for me, because it allows me to do what I was already doing in my own business, which is to create opportunities for other women. And stay-at-home moms, those are my heart, my passion. We don't want to have to do daycare if we don't have to. We don't want to have to miss losing a tooth because the little one lost another tooth, or they're having a bad dream, so you're not there to coddle them or tuck them in. We don't want to miss those kind of things as moms. And this DS Nomination gives you the opportunity to build your business so that you can be a stay-at-home mom with an income if that's what you choose and you want to do. So I'm very, very excited. And I just want to encourage you guys, for the newbies, I'm always for the underdog. I still consider myself an underdog. Push through it, do what you need to do. Don't give up, don't get frustrated, and don't compare yourself to anybody else. All the stories are great. We're happy for everybody's success, but do what you can do, and then you level up from there, and your business will grow with you. Don't get put your blinders on. Don't get sidetracked by anybody else. Do what you can do and go from there.
You better tell it, Shayla. Okay? All right. You said it right then and there. Don't compare yourself to anybody else, because the work that somebody else does does not mean that that's the work that you're going to do. You might surpass them. You might be 10 times better than them. So you cannot compare your results to anybody else's results, because you just don't know what they're doing compared to what you're doing. So don't compare the end result if you haven't compared the work.
Yes, exactly.
Excellent point. Excellent point. I love what you said about sharing this opportunity with other stay-at-home moms, because you don't want to miss those milestones with your children. You don't want to miss that first step. You don't want to miss those words, they're crawling and turning over and all kind of just random things that happen at home. And DS Nomination gives you the opportunity to not miss that. I'm not a stay-at-home mom. I have my 94-year-old grandmother, so I'm a stay-at-home granddaughter, I guess you can say. But the same thing like the stay-at-home moms get, I get to spend time with her. I get to spend the time with her that I missed for the past 10 years. And I understand exactly what you mean about wanting to be there with your family. And believe it or not, I understand what you were talking about with those 3 credit card girls, because I've sat there with a fan of cards just like this, like, I'm going to upgrade, but I don't know which one of these bad boys is going to get it, you know? But the most important thing is that you made that decision, you stuck with it, and look where you're at now. I applaud you for that. There you go, right there, just for you. Okay? So that was an awesome story. Thank you for coming out here with us tonight, and I'm so glad that you said that you joined after a hangout. That is awesome. So with that being said, anybody on this hangout, once again, down below, I'm going to do my down below little dance. Just right there. There's a gray one and a pink one. Press one of them, okay? Either one will get you to where you need to be, okay? That is DS Domination. That is the unit of prosperity. Like all these women have said, we have the most supportive unit out there, the unit of prosperity. 24/7. We have team members all over the world. Listen to what I'm saying. All over the world. Not all over the states, okay? Not all over this hemisphere. We got both of them covered, all right? So I don't care where you're at. We got somebody there for you, okay? Excellent job, Shayla. You rock. Let's see. I see Scarlett over here. I see you. It's your turn, Scarlett. Let's bring you out, Miss Lady. Tell us why you joined, what's going on with you, and a little bit about yourself.
Well, can you hear me?
I can hear you blinking a little bit, but I can hear you.
I am so glad to finally meet you, Miss Nikki. You and I think that we started about the same time, or I remember when I started, your posts were like incredibly inspirational. So it's really kind of cool to hang with you for the first time. So, I just wanted to say, I started in January, the end of January, and I've said this before. It was kind of a Hail Mary thing that my unemployment was ending. I was been in the mortgage field for 20 years. I was ended up being underwriter and a securitization auditor. So I go expert witness for courts. So the last thing I wanted to do was become an affiliate and put anything out there that I'm anything other than what attorneys would hire me for, if that makes sense. Um, it only took a month of starting to make sales before that was silly, because you really want to share it with people. You really, I when I knew I was just so burned out of the mortgage world and people losing their houses, I was back in school to become a life coach. And I gotta say, Rachel Kelly, I love Miss Rachel Kelly, invited me to be on this book club with her. And within a month of that, I kind of quit. I kind of bailed out of taking that class that I was paying $400 a month, because we do a daily book club every day that is changing my life. And so I've learned a tool to be able to create and replace, not only replace my unemployment income within the first 3 weeks. And Lyra, when you mentioned it, I thought, how much have I sold? So I just went back, and on my eBay, I've sold $16,000 since I started. And it sounds like a lot, but I want to share with you guys something, because you know we can all sit here and say how great it is when the system's working, and what happens if you have a glitch? And I had a little glitch that eBay thought I sold too much and decided to shut me down until I could prove something. Within 10 minutes, Reginald and Keisha, and within 15, the help desk responded back to me, because when you're going to shut my eBay down, and that's how that totally flipped me out. I did exactly what they said, and in 24 hours, I'm sitting there with my family, and I'm stressing all day, and my husband's like, God's going to take care of this. eBay called me and said that they were so amazed with what I have been doing and with what I showed to them, that not only are they bringing me back up, and they just wanted to thank me for doing such a good job, they gave me another $8,000 and 500 more items to list. Okay, so I was just shocked, and all that really showed me was, this program, if I can do it, anybody can do it, but the support that we have is unbelievable. And that, that they will take the time and just go, okay, here, take a deep breath and do this. And, I'm just very blessed. I'm very blessed with just the support that we have and the network that we have. Again, Miss Rachel, the Fearless Online Entrepreneur Group that she does under our unit is an amazing book club. But I can't wait to go into Genesis. That's going to be amazing. And I do want to say I did start doing the affiliate side, and this week I signed up. I've been a cheer coach for 20 years, and I'm actually coaching one of my cheerleaders who's now in her late 20s, on how to be able to create wealth from home. I mean, that's so cool, because these are kids that I was part of their lives, and now are like, what are you doing, Coach Scarlett? What is the stuff I see on your page? And so it's just, you want to share it. It's like I feel bad withholding it. When I'm getting ready to do a party thing, that we're doing our evites for these events, I look at people, and let me tell you, all these people have messaged me over the last years because they're getting behind in their mortgage, they're struggling with this, and it's like, I just want them so bad just to go, you know what, let me just try this part-time. Just part can get you out of debt. And this could just completely change your life. So if you're thinking about it, 1999 for me was one Starbucks a week. Okay, one Starbucks a week changed my life. And so just click the link below. Go back to the person who brought you. I'm telling you that my son, when he had his injury last year, he'd same injury 2 years in a row, and I would quit after this. But he blew his knee out last year, and I had to take off work. It cost me $1,500 to take a week and a half off work. Okay, he blew his other knee out this year. Two things came from this. One is I've created a business that's going to be able to pay for his college, because now that scholarship's gone, which was heartbreaking. But you know what? I know DSD is going to pay for his college. But two, I sat through his surgery and nursed him and made $100 a day. Didn't lose money by not going to work. My phone's cha-chinging at the hospital. So just click that link below, you guys. This is going to change your life. It's going to change your personal life, and it's going to change your, your financial future. And you can be home and be there when your kids need you, not have to, call and check up on them and have somebody else taking care of your children. So I just wanted to, thank everybody for having me here today, and just thank Keisha and Rachel and you leaders and Reginald. Y'all are amazing, and I just want you to know how much I appreciate you guys.
And let us tell you how much we appreciate you too as well. That's an awesome, awesome story.
Thank you.
That's a very, very, I mean, it's just a touching thing where you say that your son was in the hospital, and where most people would be coming out of pocket, to pay for something like that, you're sitting back there making $100 a day, cha-chinging left and right.
Exactly.
That you can't really beat that. You can't really beat that. Awesome story. Thank you for coming tonight. And the person that you were talking about, Miss Rachel, she's down here, and she's the one that I'm excited to talk to. So, Rachel, if you're out there, I see you. Miss Rachel, I met you in Vegas. Awesome, awesome person. Saw you on the stage, saw your son, got to, I didn't get to meet him, okay, and I will next time, but we've talked over Facebook. I mean, awesome, awesome person, as clearly as you can see. Even Scarlett agrees as well. Tell us a little bit about you, what you're doing in DS Domination, and tell everybody about your son, because he's doing it right along with you.
Thank you very much, Nikki, and it's definitely an honor and a pleasure to be sitting here on this panel with you as well. And I have the opportunity to meet you and your grandmother, right? It's your grandmother, right?
My grandma, my mom, my stepdad, everybody. I bring everybody.
Was everybody at Vegas? I thought it was just your Who was that? Your mom was at Vegas, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right. So I remember that. Remember when we were standing in line, your mom, so every time I think about that situation, I just kind of laugh. But so again, thank you very much. Wow, I just, this examination, there's so much I can say. First, I just want to kind of give some kudos to Keisha Bass. That's my buddy. I just thank God for her. Reginald Stinson, truly the support team that we have here is absolutely amazing. I started 3 months later. I had made 10K. DS Domination has made that possible for me. And every day, every week, it creates a new story in my life. I mean, and I have so many of them that, to tell you all of them, I don't have enough time. So I always like to work with the most current. Well, let me back up. Let me tell you a little bit about what I did, some steps that I took to help me get there. And those were, I followed the directions. I was coachable. I got all in. Even though I didn't understand all in, I just knew there was some power behind all in. And as a lot of these ladies on this panel mentioned, they came in with the intentions of not being an affiliate. So affiliate was not on my radar. But if you do become an affiliate, it's going to be to your advantage to be all in. And to mine, it was truly an advantage. So that's really, really important that you do that, even if you don't use them right away. If you're sharing your stories with other people, then you definitely want to be all in. And people are going to be attracted to your story because of the fact that they're seeing you're making money. On most platforms online, people are not making money, but they're saying that they are. But here we can truly say that we are making money and we are creating stories every day in our life. A little bit about my son. I'm actually creating entrepreneurs with this business also. I mean, my kids have watched me be online for 5-6 years. Mommy, you've been on a computer all day. You're not making no money. How long are you going to do that? That's my daughter's favorite line. It was her favorite line. That's not the case anymore. I mean, it had to be not the case because my son is coming along. He's like, Mom, I'm going to do that business with you. His best month, I think, was like $3,600. And that's Amazon. Well, most of it was Amazon. It's just, and this is a 19-year-old who could not find a job because he had, some speech impediments. And so he decided that he was going to make his income at home. And I keep on saying, aren't you going to go out and get a job? Just for social reasons, I'm trying to get him to go out and get a job. He's like, why would I go work a job when I can make all this money at home, Mom? I mean, come on now. But, you know, I'm just trying to get him to socialize, right? And so, and then the other thing that really stood out to me is the fact that, especially with our new product, and I know we've touched on it a little bit, Genesis. Genesis has taken my entire, I mean, it has even brought my daughter, who has totally said, I'm not doing that. So now we're in the store, we're scanning things. You know, she didn't get her phone fixed, and now we're all in the store just scanning around. So what has it done also for me? It has also given me, especially if you have teenagers, it's giving me time back with them. You know, I didn't, you know, like, you know, they get a certain age, they kind of go off on their own. But no, they, you know, Mom, when are we going to Tuesday mornings? Are we going to Tuesday? This past week, you know, our goal was to go to Tuesday mornings. You know, this week, Mom, what stores are we going to go scan? So now, you know, DS Domination is even creating entrepreneurs in the life of my children. And that's definitely what I wanted. I wanted them to be entrepreneurs. I didn't want them to be tied down to a job. I wanted them to create their own income. And truly, that's what's happening here for us here. And the last part of that, Nikki, I have to tell you this really, this is like, I just love this because DS Domination doesn't even cause me to think about money anymore. So today's story was, every day was a good way. You know, I was like, my husband was like, well, we just got a Pizza Paplis in our town. And so we were going to go the other day, but it was packed. And so I told the kids, I said, well, let's go to Pizza Paplis today. Let's just go grab some pizza because, you know, we had been running out and went to church and everything. And so with my daughter and my son, we went down to pick up the Pizza Paplis. And then I said, okay, I want to order, you know, I told them what kind I wanted. And then my daughter said, well, how much was it? I said, I don't know. And she's like, you always ask how much the price of the pizza is. You know, you only pay like $5 or $6 for a pizza. And so when we went to go pay for it, I came out and I said it was $26. So I said $26.99. She said $26.99. You paid $26.99. You can take that back. I'm like, why? You know, this is what we wanted. I mean, this is what DS Domination is doing for us. It's allowing us to be able to live a lifestyle freedom that we've never had before. So that's my story. Nikki, back to you.
Woo, does it get any more awesome than that? I mean, you killed it with that one right there. You do not have to look at price tags again. I know exactly what you're talking about. Running out of the store and be like, what, how much does that cost? You better put it down. No. How cool is that? I mean, that alone, in and of itself, if you've lived a life of price checking or price tag checking and you don't have to do that anymore, that is freedom. That is freedom, freedom, freedom. And the great thing about that is that you are passing this along to your children. I have a 19-year-old too. I know exactly what you're talking about. So to get these 19-year-olds, these college kids to go out there and be entrepreneurs, start out as an entrepreneur and not sitting behind a desk, sitting behind flipping burgers. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's not the only way. That's not the only way out. And thank you, thank you, thank you so much for expressing that and letting everybody know that it is possible, that your children are doing it, that they're following you, and that you made a believer out of your daughter. I love it, love it, love it. I'm going to push this back to Angie, and I'll let Angie, we'll let you close this out.
All right. I tell you what, I'm sitting over here, I'm just getting chills, and, you know, you guys have some phenomenal stories, and I know that all of you guys watching, you can relate with somebody on this panel, and if you have not already, guys, you guys just need to get down there, click that button, and get started with us today. Like we've said before, it's $19.95 to get started. Get started just to see what the app does in the stores. Get started just to get your 20 free scans to go to the store and to be able to figure out what you would make on Amazon if you bought up that product, okay? Do that for yourself. It is so fun. You will become an addict like we are, and, you know, we're scanning everything everywhere, trying to see what we're going to make on Amazon. We also talked about all of the different products that we offer. You know, some people have talked about being all in. I'm all in as well, you know, because I see the value in the products. A lot of people that start at $19.95, you may not be able to get in all in right away, and that's okay. What we teach you is skills that you can use to be able to create some money for yourself, and then as you earn the money, you're able to upgrade to the higher levels of training where you can start to earn higher profits. So we just want to thank you guys today for taking the time out to watch this hangout. We encourage you to click the link below this video, click the button below this video, get back with whoever invited you if you have questions. This really is a no-brainer. If you are here, then you're here for a reason. Only you know the reason why you're here. Only you know what you need DSD for, and you have to be the one to press on that button to click join. Only you can do that. We encourage you to do that today. We can't wait for you to join our team. As soon as you join, whoever brought you here will be able to connect you with our Facebook group, and we will get started, guys. Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you again. Join us again tomorrow night for our Unit of Prosperity hangout, where the guys get a chance to talk to. We love our guys, but you know, tonight we hang out with the ladies. We've got a different set of challenges that we can all relate to, so that's why we have a separate hangout. I do want to remind you guys that if you are interested in Amazon selling, that the Genesis product price will go up very, very soon. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and join for the $19.95, and then look at that product video and go ahead and join now before that price goes up. You just have a bigger profit potential if you join now. I think that's it, guys. Make sure you remember, watch our hangout again tomorrow night. You'll see lots of different people and lots of different stories tomorrow night as well. And invite some friends to watch too. Thanks, guys. Make it a great evening, and we will talk soon, guys.